renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
2nd down and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Setting down to kick this one away, and off it goes. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Fields. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
7 yards to pick up there.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football.
3 yards remain for second down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Burrow on play action. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, He kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Now, after that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
From the gun, here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Out of the gun, Fields.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. He juked him. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Escapes the defender. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
First down, a run with Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way up to the 46. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, 46 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Working with a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. He'll look to set up his blockers. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Fields going to keep it once more.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. 20. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Play action. It's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They go play action with Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action, Fields.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They snap it to Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. Ooh, the juke. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On one, ready?
They'll run on 1st down. Hines, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8 coming up.
They run again with Hines. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 14. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
It's just me and you. Mike 7, Mike 7.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10. Fields now to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Bears on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 7, Mike 7. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go. Ready? Ready, son? 11.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
130 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Flushed out right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone, and the time all his. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Operating from the gun, Fields. High throw, but the catch is made. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
He's going to let it fly.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one
We're thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments